I am Chalfant, and this is Chalfant TV. I feel like now whenever I see RM, especially in a moment like this, like he's either that significantly older big brother or even like a father figure whenever I see him. Just because something inspired you to write it doesn't mean that the song is about that. What's up everybody, I'm Chalfant and welcome to Chalfant TV. Go ahead and crush that like button for this video, subscribe to the channel and turn on those notifications so that you can stay up to date with new videos that are released every single day. I thought I might have been done reacting to V's solo tracks, and while I have finished, there have been a few more recommendations about songs that V has sung with other members of BTS. And today I'm going to react to 4 O'Clock, which looks like it was written by V and RM, but it might have just been RM. So today there's going to be quite a few parts. I'm going to listen to the song first, get a vibe to it, then I'm going to listen to the lyric video and analyze the lyrics a little bit, see if I can better understand what the meaning of the song is. We're going to watch a live performance of RM and V singing the song. We're going to look at some behind the scenes with V and RM. We're going to watch a video of RM explaining what the song is about, and then of course we're going to watch an explanation from V and Jimin. There is a 12-minute explanation video that I think, depending on the length of this video, I might just put the link in the description so that you can see it. But if I'm at a place where I'm not really understanding what the song means, I'll watch and react to that too. So let's go ahead and get into it. Sounds good with guitar. Sounds very intimate. I try not looking at the lyrics, but here I am looking at them in the middle of the song. I want to pause there. He uses the word blue again, and just beginning to think about his blue and gray song and what the word blue means, and having that blue shade stay with you, and just that feeling of just being blue and somewhat down. And I notice he says he's at a park, and I'm wondering if 4 O'Clock just relates to him being at a park at 4 o'clock or something like that. 난 적당히 살아가 발맞춰 적당히 달아가 태양은 숨을 막히고 세상은 날 발가벗겨놔 난 어쩔 수 없이 별 수 없이 달빛 아래 흩어진 나를 죽고 있어. I feel like that felt like it came out of nowhere. Not that it doesn't belong in the song, it just surprised me when it came on like that. Yes, we're living in time at the same time. 바지금은 떠도 돼. 그 어느 영화처럼 그대사처럼 달빛 속에선 온 세상이 푸른 가득. 어스름한 공원에 노래하는 이름 모를세. It's interesting he says nameless. You know, when people recommended this song, I know they said it was about a fight between Jimin and V, and it would be interesting to see if that comes out in some of the explanations by RM or even V in the video that he has as well. It's kind of like if he's feeling a certain way, once, you know, the dawn passes and the sun comes up and the moon, I guess, is asleep, as he says, then that blue shade goes away. So I'm wondering if, you know, if the theory doesn't hold true that it is about something between V and Jimin, that it's something that he only feels at night. And I think we can all relate to that where there's certain contexts where you feel something based on a memory. When you're not in a similar situation, you don't feel that and you don't think of that in that moment anymore. That RM? Definitely RM. So I think overall that was a good song. For me, it was similar to Winter Bear in that it had a lot of the same lyrics. Winter Bear was a lot shorter, but I felt like the lyrics kind of repeated over and over, but obviously I'll actually really look into the lyrics in this next lyric video. So he's talking about a time where he wrote a letter. So he's almost in this moment right now describing something that had happened in the past and that he had once written a letter about it. Whoever he wrote it about means a lot and they shine very bright. And to help with that feeling of shining bright, he lit a small candle, but also acknowledged that the light that was shining wasn't as bright as the person he's talking about. It is interesting, though, that he used the word nameless to describe the bird, and how, I guess, birds do sing songs, or we describe their tone and the sounds that they make as music. And I think the word nameless was probably pretty purposeful in that. So I'm interested in seeing if it really is about Jimin, or just was this song written after an argument with Jimin. I almost wish I didn't know that before I'm listening to this, because I feel like it might be fogging up my comprehension of the song a little bit. Like, I'm by myself, where are you? I love how they go from Korean to English like that. That imagery that he uses, and I think BTS uses in their lyrics, just to describe something as simple as, you know, time passing. They say, you know, when the moon falls asleep, and you're able to actually like picture and envision the scenery of where he is during this time that all of this happened.
오늘도 난 적당히 살아가 발맞춰 적당히 달아가 태양은 숨을 막히고 세상은 날 발가벗겨놔 난 어쩔 수 없이.
So I'm gonna go back real quick. He says, the sun makes me breathless. The world has stripped me of all that I have. It's almost like in V's part, or to describe V, he feels more alive at night. Because when the sun comes up, he's like, I can't breathe. He's like out of his element a little bit. And especially when RM says, the world has stripped me of all that I have. I'm not as much of a night owl. I'm a night owl right now, you know, while editing videos and stuff for these channels. But I know that V has described that, you know, him being awake in bed, you know, watching the sun come up because he can't sleep and he's thinking about lots of different things. And I think that line that RM just said really speaks to that.
Yes, we're living in time at the same time.
I hadn't thought of that. V's use of the word blue before, for me, described a feeling, and now RM is also describing how the whole world is blue under the moonlight. And I didn't think about the literal aspect of that everything does look blue. The sky looks blue, and it's a much darker blue, you know, than during the daytime. I wonder there, where he talks about the nameless bird singing at dawn, kind of symbolizes he's actually alone at night, which I know that he has described himself as being alone at night. And then now the, you know, that bird is singing symbolizes like waking up in the morning, and maybe it's time for V to go to sleep now. I haven't analyzed this part yet, and I'm not too sure what it means. Brings the scarlet morning, maybe the color, I guess, of the sun coming up, one step then another, maybe taking steps as you move on with however you're feeling, like one step at a time. It's nice to hear RM sing, right? I think next time when you're recommending songs, maybe give me the recommendation of the song itself without explaining what it might be about. I wonder right now where I would be in terms of trying to figure out what the song would mean if I didn't have the VMIN argument in my head. So now I'm going to react to the live version of this song. It looks like V Live is in the corner and Festa is in the title. I don't know if it actually happens at Festa. The microphone level is really low. Like the song is loud, but the microphone level is low. If this happens at Festa, do they typically have that in the background with the lyrics coming up? I think that potentially is really helpful for, depending on where Festa happens every year, if it's the same place. If there are those there who speak other languages, I would imagine it's probably pretty helpful to be able to see the lyrics there. I feel like now whenever I see RM, especially in a moment like this, like he's either that significantly older big brother or even like a father figure. Whenever I see him, I just think of that based on what I've learned from V and how he's been going to RM in producing songs and stuff.
오늘 돌아 적당히 살아 발맞춰 적당히 달아가 태양은 숨을 막히고 세상은 날 밝게 벗겨나 난 어쩔 수 없이 그럴 수 없이 달빛아래 흩어진 나를 죽고 있어 아껴운 문자 우리 달의 아이스를 벤치 숨을 쉬네 Yes, we're living it down at the same time 지금은 더럽게
Is Home Party another song they sung? I saw it above the screen. I also noticed that they both have black microphones, which is different than their normal set, which might also lead to me to think more about the sound of this live performance, that it might not actually be their equipment, which might lead to the song sounding the way it sounds. He also looks really young. So we watched a live performance, and now we're going to look at a little bit of behind the scenes. Looks like they're recording in a studio. BTS Bomb, Bangtan Bomb, Bangtan Subs is the creator of this. So we'll get some behind the scenes look into it, and maybe they'll talk about the meaning of the song.
첫 전곡 작사 작곡한 노래입니다. 좋아서 하자. 어느 날 다르게 길고 긴 같다. 랩몬 형이 맨 처음에 쓴 게 초반대가 어느 날 달에게 길고기 편지를 썼어에서 시작을 했어. 이거 작사한 거 랩몬 형. 작곡도 했잖아. 벌써는 다 랩몬 형이 썼어. 그 미엔유만 한 번만 살려주시면.
그거 살려있어. This is such an intimate look at the process and the song too.
좋아. 자, 이걸로 갑시다.
Shawa.
지금껏 잘 불러가지고
So it keeps saying staff and not RM talking, so I'm wondering if there are other producers that are in there as well. Maybe some of the names that I've seen, like Slow Rabbit and some of those others.
여기 지금 좋을 것 같은데.
나나 화나지 하면서 내가 올렸잖아. 근데 거기를 원래대로 해줘. 원래 음대로. 어느 날 다르게 이걸로 해줘. 화나진으로 해줘. 화나진 말고. 화나진 왜요? 그 2절에 그게 나은 것 같아. 아 그래? 어.
He's like, why? So I guess because RM's peeking his head through the door, that RM's not sitting at that computer right there.
전 뭐 둘 다 좋아요. 뭐 알아서 해주세요. 스토리지만 레몬 형 불러야 되는데. 자 레몬 형광으로 들어가겠습니다.
I thought that part was interesting because RM said you need to change that, make it sound higher, and he's like, why? And he said it sounds better that way, or it's better that way. And then when the staff person, whoever it is that's helping produce, said I think this version's better, and then V's kind of like, they're both good. I think that's pretty funny.
형 중요한 걸 알려드리러 왔습니다. 뭘 알려주시러 왔습니다? 저 녹음이 끝났어요. 아, 너 끝났어? 네. 형 이제 형 보컬 하시면 됩니다.
Rap Mom.
우리 가서 의논을 좀 해봐야지. 오케이. 나왔습니다.
원래 다 했어?
아니야. 랩은 이제 지금 쓰고 있어요. 음악 쓸 것 같아 근데.
Yeah, so if you know who that is, let me know.
네 생각은 어때? 넌 뭘 같이 하고 싶은 거야? 저요? 저는 같이 하는 게 아니라 약간 형이 한 구다리를 그냥 통째로 불러주시면 어쨌든 난 이 곡의 취지는 어쨌든 너의 감성을 좀 테마로 제대로 만들어보자 나랑 같이 이거거든. 그래서 난 어쨌든 주는 너가 됐으면 좋겠어서. 저는 개인적으로 저는 여기 왜냐면 형이 사비를 이렇게 한꺼번에 다 부르는 건 없잖아요. 그래서 저는 그냥 여기를 그냥 형이 사비 어차피 형이
Do they do that for a lot of their songs? For me, this gives us as the fans or army an intimate look at their process. And I think for anybody who's interested in music, I would never describe myself as somebody who would ever even have thought I would be in this moment where I am now, where I'm looking at music. So I think for people who enjoy that process and have always loved that, this would provide a great inner look for them while looking at it.
랩도 하지만 형이 보컬도 있으니까 저는 개인적으로 좋아가지고 그냥 이 산통을 형 보컬을 좋아하는 사람들한테 그냥 형을 보여주고자 그냥 형 보컬을 한 통째로 그냥 다 부르고 싶어가지고
여기 똥을 너 여기 남준이 이렇게 네. 일자로 나눠 부르고
그러니까 저는 하나 부르고 그 다음에 형이 이제 그냥 한 번은 부르고 여기 부르고 이렇게 한다. 아 잠시만요. 아예 저 모니터 꺼야 됩니다.
역시 파격이야. 야 힘으로도.
It's interesting they do it sitting down. I don't know much about singing, but I would think standing up would be better.
너의 노랫소리가 한 걸음씩 두 걸음씩 붉은 아침을 데려와.
이게 느낌은 좋은 것 같아.
깊은 밤 앉아서 너의 노랫소리가 한 걸음씩 두 걸음씩 붉은 아침을 데려와 함께했던 푸른 빛이 사라져.
He put on a shirt.
그러니까 원래 훅을 썼던 의도는 약간 이런 느낌이에요. 원래는 사비가 약간 이렇게 돼야 되는데
그리고 그냥 툭툭 막 부르는 느낌.
네, 원래는 약간 위태롭고 약간 막 이렇게 막 넘나드는 약간 그런 느낌을 하고 싶었었는데
새벽은 지나가고 저달이 잠들면 함께
이게 나아요. 원래
사라져 너의 노랫소리가 한가.
그래서 태형이 이걸 듣고 저랑 나눠서 부르자고 그런 거라 제가 원래 보컬 다 태형한테 주려고 그랬는데 태형이가 나눠 부르자 그래서 그래? 알았어. 네, 나쁘진 않은 것 같아요.
너가 상대 다 하는 게 느낌이 더 나쁜 거, 나 좋은 거 같고.
태형이 말이 맞았네 결국. 태형아 고맙다.
라이브 때는
제 생각에 저 말대로 하는 게 나을 것 같고요. 네. 응원은 이렇게 하는 게 태형이가 말대로 좋네요.
수고하셨습니다.
고생하셨습니다.
웬만한
고생하셨습니다. 제 랩만 잘 쓰고 제가 잘 녹음하면 되겠네요. 그 다음에 사비 것도 태형이가 받은 게 좋아서 제가 그걸 약간 바꿨어요. 재밌게 더. 그래서 어떻게 보면 되게 공평하게 작업을 한 거죠. 거의 50대 50으로. 어쨌든 태형이의 감성을 좀 노래를 만들어 보자라고 해서 시작이 된 거니까 좀 재밌게 들어봐 주셨으면 좋겠고 완성본 태형이가 들어봤을 때 태형이도 좋아했으면 좋겠습니다. 화이팅!
Alright, so this next part, we're gonna watch RM tell us what the story is behind 4 o'clock and what inspired him to write the song. Hopefully it's not something that we've already seen.
태형이가 새벽 4시 공원에서 막 친구를 기다리거나 혹은 지민이를 막 기다리고 이럴 때는 그때가 너무 좋아서 그때 감정을 좀 노래를 만들고 싶다라는 얘기를 저한테 해줘가지고
깊은 밤을 따라서 울고 있는지 여기 나와 너뿐인데 저달이 잠들면 함께
J-Hope. He's always ready. Almost looked like he was like me. Alright, this next video says TaeTae reveals that the song 4 o'clock was made because of a dumpling fight incident with Jimin. '95, their birthday. So I think the thing to think about before V actually explains it is just because something inspired you to write it doesn't mean that the song is about that. It could be his way of expressing his love for Jimin, you know, not in a bad way either. You know, sometimes if we're feeling a certain way about someone or something, we might do something that we like to do to get that bad thought out of our head. I don't know if this will get into it, but now somebody had mentioned Jimin talking about what V was wearing in this interview, saying something about PJs, and V saying it's not PJs, it's a blazer or something like that. This reminds me of the importance of eating when you're moving like from one house to another, like packing up all your stuff. Some of us, like myself, is like get it done, get it done, get it done, but I've also learned through moving so much in my life that you almost need to be proactive in that, because if you get past and you fall off that cliff of hunger, you know, everybody's just mad at each other. And it's interesting, he says we were all touchy back then, which just symbolizes the beginning of their relationship as a group. So it sounds like maybe he was writing it already while he was at the park, and the title came up because it was 4 o'clock when Jimin actually came. It doesn't mean that the song was actually written because of the incident itself. So we did a lot in this video. Maybe didn't dive into the lyrics as much as I probably would have in some other songs, but it was great to actually hear from V and the story, the actual story between Jimin and V, and to understand that Jimin didn't even know that at that moment was the time that he was actually writing the song. And like the person had written in that video, you know, it's because of those moments that we have songs like that. And somebody had said that they didn't wish that, you know, COVID had happened and everything that's, you know, come along since then. But we probably wouldn't have had the B album. Dynamite probably wouldn't have been where it was because, you know, we were in quarantine when that had happened as well. So those are the upsides in terms of the BTS world of the things to look up to and to reflect on during these times as well. So go ahead and crush that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on those notifications so that you're alerted to when new videos do come out, hopefully each day. Thanks for joining me. I am Chalfant, and this is Chalfant TV. And as Jimin says, you nice, keep going. Where'd you find it?
Right by the board's shelf.
The bookshelf? Oh.
Where we put one of the matte tiles.
Yeah. You want to say hi to everybody on YouTube?
Hi everybody.
What do you want them to call you?
Landy Shitty Joe.
Landon Stinky Joe. You want to tell them what you found in the playroom?
A golf ball.
Are you going to play with that inside?
I don't know where the dust is outside, I think.
Yeah, we don't keep the golf clubs inside, right?
No.
Why not?
Daddy did hurdle something.
Yeah, that's true.
But you only can use golf balls inside.
Yeah, that's right. Well, thanks for coming down and saying hi. You want to say bye to everybody?
why I always do this?
That's a good question. Show them what I see. That's a golf ball eye.
What? It changed his eye.
Yeah, you switched eyes.
What? This? The
What?
the
What?
the that's on one eyes.
It's one eye or wrong eye?
Everyone you see.
You're a funny guy.
They have a clown nose like this.
With a golf ball on it?
No, it's painted nose.
Yeah, maybe if you painted it red. Okay. Well, thanks for coming down and visiting us. I'm going to keep recording, okay? You want to say bye to everybody?